What's up, guys? Welcome back to Morrowind. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. And, yeah, today's gonna be good. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of stoked to be back playing Morrowind. I've been pretty busy today. Or at least, I think I've been pretty busy today. Just, you know, getting my place organized. I finally sat down and just said, screw it, I gotta work on this. So, yeah, I've gotten my little recording space kind of set up. Mostly set up, sort of set up. I need to do some work to it. I still need to work on getting some soundproofing because I'm sure my neighbors are not going to enjoy the fact that they're hearing me during recordings at weird hours. So yeah, I need to get some soundproofing and figure out some easy way of putting that up at the walls that isn't going to be impossible to get off the walls. Because that would suck. Anyway, so I thought we'd start today off just by looking around Morrowind, or not Morrowind, Balmora real quick. So we're there, that's sort of a pawn shop. Another pawn shop? No, an outfitter. Outfitters just kind of carry a little bit of everything. We have an armorer. This one is the pawn shop. Well, trader, whatever. Of course, we have this old strider over here. And then we have these two corner club kind of places. So this one, pardon me guys, sorry about that. This one is more of an inn. This one is run by the Kimona Tong. They're basically the mafia of Morrowind. They don't like us because they don't like outsiders. And yeah. There's actually some stuff that happens in there. There's a way that you can actually get jumped. Ooh, level up. But yeah, if you do something, a certain something, I forget what it is, but you actually get jumped in there. There are two major guilds here in Balmora. You've got the Mages Guild, for those who are wishing to explore the arcane arts and refine their minds. And for those that just want to be a big dumb idiot and hit things with a stick and get paid for it, there's the Fighters Guild. We'll actually hit both of these up as time goes on, and we need levels and money and the like. But not just yet. Of course, we have the armor right here. This is a bookseller. Excuse me. This is the 8 Flights. It's just sort of a restaurant, nothing really big in there. And this is the Razor Hole. It's a weapons shop. Up here is the Manor District, or what I call the Manor District. Each of these is a manor of some kind. In fact, that one, I should say with the exception of that one is the Morag Tong Guild House. They're sort of, one part, how do I explain it? They're kind of a mob, sort of. They're more like assassins for hire. It's hard to explain. If any of you are familiar with Wanted, it's kind of like that, or John Wick. There we go. Only everyone knows that they exist, but you basically become a John Wick kind of thing. That's House Flau. That's their council house here in Balmora. Morrowind is broken up into three, or control of it is broken up into, or is broken up amongst 3 great houses. You have House Talvani, who's my favorite, for obvious reasons once we get there. They're basically wizards, and they actually live in these big, growing fungi houses. House Raiderin is all about martial prowess and honor and stuff. They got this kind of samurai thing going on. And then House Flau is the 3rd one, and they're arguably the most powerful, but they're all about persuasion and bureaucracy and the like. So you basically got House Flau, who are politicians, Raiderin is military, and then your crazy mad scientists are House Talvani. Over here we have 2 more shops. We have a fine clothier, and then we have Melcria of Whitehaven, which is she is a alchemist. And then right over here, you can also see there is the Dunmer Temple to the Tribunal. So we can go there and we can get some blessings. They don't really last that long, and we'll burn through them before too long. There's this house here. I don't know why I'm so yawny right now, guys. I'm so sorry. But this is, what is this? Fiaura Manor. There's actually a quest that takes place in there, and I don't want to trigger it, so we're not going in there just yet. But if you want to trigger it, you can come up here. You can't pick that lock because you'll be spotted. Well, almost certainly spotted. You can pick it, it's just tricky to get the timing right. Or you can come up here and you can pick that lock. I think it's a level 40 lock. But you can try. These guard towers don't have much in them. I think this one, all of them have stuff in the bottom. This one, we're going to go ahead and steal some ingredients from while we're down here. Steal some salt rice, some scuttle, and that's it. These Fiaura guards are wearing bone mold, which, in my initial thoughts, bone mold was better. It's not as good as I was remembering it, though. But it does sell for a decent amount. And there's 3 varieties, I want to say, 3 varieties of bone mold. And they've got slightly different stats. We are going to steal some stuff from this one up here, though. A couple steel katanas. They aren't that good, but they will sell for a little bit of money. And these silver short swords. That ladder doesn't lead to anywhere, just goes up top. And gives us a better view of Balmora. In fact, actually, we will go up there real quick. Just because it'll help me show you guys around a little bit faster. So, there's also... Well, actually, that's everything on this side. Man, okay, so never mind. Yeah, that's basically the western half, minus the waterfront district area, if you want to call it that. But it's the main residential area, which starts with this row of buildings here facing the river, and it actually extends all the way through here. All of this is residential. That there looks like a guard tower. It's not. It's actually a house owned by an orc. I forget her name, but she's important. Don't kill her. That's the Southwall Corner Club, where we need to ask about Cassius Cosades later. We need to not forget about that. And perhaps the most important thing to us is this guardhouse here. You see, this today we're also going to go to Ebonheart, and we're going to get a couple weapons that are really going to help us out as we progress through the main story. So the Eastern Guard Tower here. Something over here. Nothing over here. Okay. So nothing that we want down here, but upstairs. This is very important. Stop yawning, Michael. So none of these weapons are really all that great, right? But there is one weapon in here that is amazing. When we come up here, we are going to get this guy to talk to us. We're not going to talk to him. But we want him to talk to us, and we want him to keep looking at us. And we want to go over here. We want him to turn this way as much as possible. And that's important. Because, give me the thing. Okay, so he doesn't know we're here anymore. Chest, Lesser Soul Gem, yoink, gold, yoink. Okay, so, here we go. Closet. Take all of it. We can't jump. We can't jump right now. Why can't we jump right now? Right, because we're carrying a bunch of crap. So I'm going to rest, guys, and I'm going to do some alchemy to save us some space, and I will BRBs. And we're back, you guys. So here's what I did. So I left this. Give me that. Give me that. I left. Oh, there it is. This Balmora with Curus and that chest there. I went and just sold a bunch of other stuff. Basically, the armor that we picked up, minus the left gauntlet and right pauldron, which I'm wearing because it's better than what we were wearing. And I'm not going to sell this left bracer because cloth left bracers and right bracers are really rare. Unfortunately for me, I sold the wrong pauldron initially, so we don't have a left pauldron now. But that's fine. But we're going to get this weapon now. So the cheaty way for us to do this, well, okay, the way you would normally do this, the fair way, would be to come up here, use a telekinesis potion or spell, and grab it that way. Or use Chameleon, sneak up behind him and grab it because you can see the pommel, or you can come up here to where he can almost see you. Jump, crouch, so that you're sneaking. You can see the sneak bonus or the sneak icon right there, and you can grab your Sword of White Woe. Sword of White Woe is actually a really good weapon. It's not the best weapon, but we're gonna take it from now. There's a couple of them in the game. Both of them are ebony broadswords. The reason we want this is because, one, it's got this awesome damage value of 4 to 26 with a chop, and then it's got that effect there. Now the effect isn't as good as it looks. The effect reads drain health 1 to 10 points for 30 seconds, which sounds awesome, and it could be. The problem is once that effect ends, the health that was drained is returned. That's a problem. It also means that if we whack an enemy and the effect triggers and it drains 10 points, the next time we hit them and the effect triggers, if it does, say, 3 points, it will return the 10 and then subtract 3. Now, obviously, I mean, if it hits for 3 and then it does the 10, that's a lot better. But we can't really count on that. What we can count on is the solid damage value of 4 to 26 with a chop, which is nothing to scoff at, you guys. It really isn't. But that's not the weapon that we're really after right now. It's just the easy one we can get a hold of. There is a better one. First things first, though, we need to go back to Sedanin. You'll remember we had a quest that we didn't finish. We were investigating the murder of the tax collector, and we didn't talk to Socius or Gala. And now that we've basically seen everything that we need to see in Balmora, I figured now's a good time to go back to Sedanin. And we'll wrap that up real quick. I am considering installing the Balmora Expanded mod, which is one of the more popular Morrowind mods created. I don't want to spoil it, but basically it turns this into an actual city. It's amazing, you guys. It's one of my favorite mods. But for now, we're going to head back to Sedanin. We're back in Sedanin. We're going to go find Socius. We're going to equip our Iron Dagger. Broken. Oh crap, it is broken. No, that's not good. But while we go find Socius, and then get our stuff repaired, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about, and we get 500 gold. Neat. That's how we turn in the quest, you guys. That's all it is. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how this build that we're working on, or that we're using, works. So, usually, you would have one main weapon and one backup weapon that why am I adding an extra syllable in there? That your character would be using. We have two major ones. We have a light blade, and we have our long blade. Obviously, our light blade is a lot higher. What we are doing is, or what our goal is we want to, wait, oh, he can't repair, damn it. We can sell that. What was I saying? What we want to do, as I sell potions that way, or that have weight and don't restore health, we want to use a short blade called a Jink Blade on our enemy to paralyze them. Jink Blades all have the paralysis effect, or enchantment, which does exactly what it says. It paralyzes the enemy. We're actually going to pick up a couple probes. I don't think we'll need a short blade. We're going to try to raise that by 1. Sweet. But we hit the enemy with a glass Jink Blade, which holds them in place. Now, they still have an agility score, somehow, but we don't have to worry about them trying to hit us. And then, we can switch to our long blade, and we can just wail on them. That's how this build works. It works great against basically everything in the game, with a few exceptions. Golden Saints and Balmora, it doesn't work so well on, because they will just reflect it right back at us, which is a problem. So, we will need a backup weapon for them, one that doesn't have an enchantment on it. But for that, there are ways of killing them all the same, and we'll get there. For now, we're going to go to Vivek. Vivek is basically straight east of St. Anin. It's a bit of a trek, but it's basically straight east. It actually starts right here along this coastline. Now, around in this region, we can find things like calm berries, which if you're playing a mage, are very useful because they restore Magicka. The big thing that I'm excited about, though, is we can find heather. Heather is this purple flower here that has feather. We're actually going to back up a little bit and get away from Vivek a touch. And we're going to rest and get this level up. Damn. Never mind. We'll rest once we have a chance. But, Feather is a really interesting spell, or I should say effect, and very useful to everyone. And the reason it's useful to everyone is because it increases how much you can carry. And I don't mean it increases this number here, that 250. No. It doesn't increase your maximum capacity. It decreases how much you're carrying, which is pretty big. It means that if, for whatever reason, our strength gets lowered, we aren't necessarily still carrying around a bunch of crap that is now weighing us down. Instead, we're just not able to do much damage. And so, Feather is very useful for warriors, because it cuts down the weight of their armor, or I should say for knights. For mages, it's useful because they'll have a lower strength, so they can't carry as much. And for sneaky characters, again, they're going to have a lower strength, but it also means that they can wear more armor, so that when they do get into combat, they aren't getting in trouble. And of course, it means that you can just carry more stuff, so it's useful for everyone in that regard. We want to go to Ebonheart, so we're going to talk to this guy. We're going to sail to Ebonheart. There's a few boat services that go to Ebonheart. That's just the first one that's really available to us. We're going to use our Iron Spark Sword. Now, as I recall, where we need to go is over here. We actually... I should show you where Ebonheart is. Ebonheart is right here, which Vivek is actually within viewing distance of us. And now I'm burpy. I don't know what's going on. I'm not like this most of the time. But I seem to be when I'm recording with you guys. So right there you can actually see a piece of Vivek. That's one of the more southern bits of it. And we can still find plenty of heather around here. And, what is that over there? Is that cork bulb? Cork bulb! Oh, and willow anther, which doesn't really give us too much. And yeah, you guys can see I have a few commands entered there into the command menu. That was for setting up for the video earlier, or this when I first started the video. There we go. Give me that cork bulb. Which, if you don't know, TLC is collision. It basically makes it so that you don't collide with anything. It gives you the ability to just walk through stuff. It makes it really fast when you're just trying to get from point A to point B, and point B is up here, and it's a pain in the butt to get there. And then RA just resets where actors are, because when you disable collision, they can walk through places, and then they become inaccessible, and that's still good. So, there's something a little bit cheaty for you guys if you decide you want to be kind of cheaty. Die! Yeah, we can also find gold canat around here. I don't know of anything useful for it right now. But cork bulb is big because restore health. And we're stuck. There we go. Collision can also be useful if you find yourself stuck on terrain or on something. Because, yeah, there's no fast travel in this game. So, sometimes you just gotta turn off collision. And, go where you gotta go. Dear pollen. If you've never bugged me before, I don't know why you're bugging me now. My nose is just killing me right now. It's like somebody just is sticking a feather up there right now. Anyway. So, we're going to keep grabbing this cork bulb. Ooh, and this heather. And we are now officially in the Ascadian Isles region. Damn, go there. So we can rest. Level 2. You realize that all your life you have been coasting along as if you were in a dream. Suddenly facing the trials of the last few days, you have come alive. We'll put 5 into our strength. We'll put 1 into our agility and 1 into our endurance. I think the spot we need to go underwater. There it is. And here's the entrance. Or I should say the entrance to the cave we need to go into is underwater. And it's right here. Come on. Surface, surface. There you go. Okay. Ready! Die! Alright, bring it on. You want some of this too? Wait, what did that say? What did that say? Disease threat. Oh, no. No. Okay. So, every now and then you'll run into enemies that they say diseased or blighted. I didn't think we'd run into any this early. So, what that means is they are carrying a disease. Actually, they're carrying several diseases. And every time they attack, they have a chance of giving you a disease. And they're nasty in this game. It's not like in some of the later games where, oh no, you lose 5 points to one of your skills. No. Yeah, you can get really nasty ones. That's why usually I would carry a couple restore or cure disease and cure blight potions, specifically because diseases and blights is bad. But we found our first weapon, the first major weapon we want. Bam! Glass Jink Blade. Glass is one of the better weapons out there, so we definitely want that. We have enough mushrooms. We're not going to pick any more mushrooms. But that Glass Jink Blade is going to make a upcoming fight much, much easier. Don't disease me. Don't disease me. Ah! Now, if we go up this way, what's up here? Okay, so this leads us into Ebonheart itself. But there's this locked hidden door. Okay, yeah, that's right. Behind it is a shrine, but it's not one that you can pray at, it's just a shrine. So we actually need to go this way. don't talk to him. We're not talking to him yet. We don't want to talk to him yet. For a very important reason. We are, however, going to grab one of his cheap Rising Force potions. Or both. There it is. So, levitation is pretty nifty. The higher the number is, the faster you move. So, yeah, it's something worth keeping in mind. You also, as you can see, you restore your fatigue during it. 51. 56. So, when you have a high enough alchemy skill and intelligence, you can just... Hang on. There we go. You can just make a potion that has a stupid high value and levitate wherever you want, which is another reason why levitation is baller. There we go. 80 gold. Baller. Now, why are we up here? We didn't just come up here to grab some gold and some cocaine and some more gold and nothing. You can see it if you're paying attention. Bam! Glass Frost Sword. Check it out, peeps. So, why do we want this? Well, aside from the fact that it does between 4 and 30 damage every time we stab someone with it, it also does 3 to 7 points of frost damage when it hits them. Yeah, I think you guys can see why we want that. And then there's also a bed up here. And then more mushrooms over here. And I feel like there's something over here. But I don't see anything. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. But we're going to get ready for a fight. Part of getting ready for that fight is we're going to equip the Thief Ring. We're going to rest until healed. Use the Thief Ring. That's not going to do much, but it is going to give us 5 extra points to our agility. We're going to equip our Scroll of Hellfire. Remember, we press R to create our spells, talk to them. Autosave. I was going to say, and I should have saved before I talked to him, but we autosaved when we rested, so just got to remember now to recap, or to rest, and then Thief Ring, Scroll of Hellfire. What are you doing here? Those bastards kicked me out of the Legion, and for what? Idiots, all of them. I'm surprised the fools even knew it was gone, but it's mine now. And that's how it will stay. And you will tell no one. Please don't hurt me! Oh my god! So, target resistant magic. I don't know how he's doing that. Drink all of the restore health potions. Because he did all of that with 1 hit? 2 hits? Something like that? I honestly wasn't paying too much attention. Crap, we may actually die from this. Damn it! There. Okay, so when he resisted that spell the second time we hit him, that dissolved the first spell. So he's only paralyzed for 10 seconds, and we're low on charges. So we need to make this glass frost sword count. Just forward and backwards so we can be sure that we're using, there we go, thrust attacks. Whew. Save. So, why did we go through all that trouble? Very simple. Gold. And that's it. Oh, and a Rising Force potion. I'm joking, guys. So, he actually has 2 really awesome items. The first one is a Demon Katana. So, it's the Steel Katana. You'll notice it's That's not anything fantastic, except it's worth 10,000 gold. Why is it worth 10,000 gold? Because when you use this effect, you get a bound longsword for 60 seconds. What is a bound longsword, you ask? It's a Daedric longsword. And even better, it boosts your longblade skill by 10 points. That's huge in this game. All demon and devil weapons are like that. There's devil spears, demon katanas, demon tantos. In fact, I think he's called Ravige, something like that. In Balmora, he actually sells a few, and you can see them there. Now, his armor isn't that good. Maybe if you're playing a character that wears heavy armor, it might be useful for you. Probably not. This will be, though. The Lord's Mail. Armor rating 16. Bear in mind, our heavy armor is shit, guys. We don't have heavy armor skill at all. We have light armor. And what is our bearskin cuirass? 6. This is a unique heavy armor with a boosted armor rating. And it has a useful little ability. Cure Poison on self, and resist Magicka 20 to 30% for 30 seconds on self when you use this effect. So, obviously, we're going to be wearing that. Yeah. And then we took that key off of him. Or not key, Demon Katana. Which may be the key to us killing stuff in the future. Because as much as I love the Glass Frost Sword, if we run into a Balmora or anything that has Reflect, and this has a charge on it, we'll take that frost damage instead. We don't want that. We want the Demon Katana instead for one big important reason, and that is our Longblade sucks. So if we can boost that by 10 for a full minute and use a more powerful weapon, we want to use that instead. Weighs 18 pounds. It does weigh 6 more pounds, but I think it's worth it, you guys. Floating barrel? Nothing. Crate? Oh, look, a key. I think the key actually goes to that shrine that we couldn't get to earlier in the Imperial Commission. Let's go take a look at that. Actually, let's heal first, which will also save. Very important in this game that you save. You never know when that proverbial D20 is going to come as a 1 and things go south so fast. I shouldn't even say it's proverbial roll 20. Imperial Commission. We have the key. Perfect. And presumably this is where the Lord's Mail was kept, right here on this shrine. Like I said, we can't pray to this one though, which is kind of annoying. Look, muck. Perfect. Damn, we can't go through that door. I haven't really talked to you guys about how this game functions as far as the numbers in it. And even I'm not 100% sure on some of the equations. For instance, how it calculates damage and dodging and whatnot. But that'll be a conversation for another time. For now, I think we're about out of time, you guys. I promise, the next episode, we're actually going to get started on getting through the quests. The main quest. Yeah, we'll use our Demon Katana. Come on, die. There we go. You didn't have any scales. Makes me sad. But we'll get started on doing some quests. And one of these days, I'm going to remember to download and get those updated textures in here because you guys probably want to see those. And And I'll probably, yeah, I'm thinking I will. I'll probably go ahead and install Balmora Expanded, just because, yes. And I'll spare you guys the walk around as far as that, and instead, I'll just show you guys things as we need them, and I'll explore it on my own. That way I know where everything's at and just be like, oh yeah, we're going to this shop, here's how we get to it. Oh, and there's Vivek. For now, you guys, I'm going to get us back to, oh, Black Anther. Make sure you have some of this. We do need some for a quest. And, I mean, just more alchemical supplies. So why not? Willow Anther is also worth a decent amount, apparently, at 10 gold a pot. Who'd have thunk? Anyway, that's going to be it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I can't talk today. If you did enjoy, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, leave comments. Again, you guys, if you know of a mod, or you are curious about a mod, hit me up. Comments below. Tell me. I just need the name. That's all I need, and I'll find it. Or if you just want to be like, hey, are there any mods like this that you would care to show off? I'll show them off. I got no issue with that. I think that's it. Oh, how could I forget? A huge shout out to the ever awesome and lovely Fiaura and Spitfire for letting me be a shameless hoe on their channels. What is that? That must be a slaughterfish. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Shadow of Mordor. This is the part where I try to come up with something awesome to do. Jump onto the boat! Yeah!